is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for you rascals and rapscallions out there. As always, I hope everybody's having a great weekend, enjoying your Saturday, watching some spooky movies and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, guys, I know I mentioned a couple weeks ago there was a heat wave here, but today, also, it is hot as hell. Super humid outside. It is officially summertime in Michigan, and I'm very glad just to be chilling inside in the AC, watching some movies and whatnot. And also, yes, I am wearing a picture of my face on a t-shirt. This is a new merch design. As some of you guys may know, I'm a pro wrestler out of Michigan. This is a design made by my good friend Mad Dog Warren, and I'll throw it up right here so you guys can get a better look. I love the work he did for this. He knows me well. It's pretty much an old VHS rental tape. Love the design. If any of you guys have never seen my work as Bad News Cruz, it's pretty much Han Gruber as a pro wrestler. So, yeah, definitely love this shirt. And, I was going to go help with some training with these trainees up in West Branch for Super Shogun Wrestling today, but I would have had to leave my house at 6 a.m., and I work second shift, so I don't think I could have physically done that. But anyways, enough ranting and rambling on. Let's get to the video. As you can tell from the title, we are going to do one of my very favorite kind of videos to do, a physical media haul, because as a collector, who doesn't like a mail day? And, we had a lot of really awesome releases that just came out this past Tuesday on the 25th, and I grabbed some up along with some other pretty rad titles. With that being said, let's hop right into it. I have 10 titles. The first one that I picked up is a movie I've actually never seen before, surprisingly, and that is Apocalypse Now. I picked up the 4K. I had to get the overseas version. I hate this little logo they put on these on the spine and everything, but as you guys know, a 4K is region-free, even though I got the region-free player, which if you don't have one, I highly suggest picking one up. But anyways, this movie, I don't know how this one slipped through the cracks for me that I've never seen this before. And when I watched the trailer for this, actually I was watching the YouTube channel 4K Kings, great channel. You should check those guys out. They were mentioning this is one of the greatest 4K releases. They did like a top 10 best 4K releases. So I had to look into it. The trailer was very interesting. There's a lot of things that happen in this movie I've seen that I'm aware of, but I didn't know was from this movie. This is known as one of the greatest war movies of all time, and I hear like the second half kind of turns into a bit of a horror movie, so I'm pretty excited to check this one out. Apocalypse Now. Isn't that known as like one of the greatest movies of all time as well? Alright, you guys are going to give me some crap for this, because I've been on this Quentin Tarantino kick lately, and this is another one I've never seen. I don't know how this slipped through the cracks. This is actually my best friend Nick Baker's favorite movie of all time, and that is Django Unchained. Like I said, I've just been on this kick with Quentin Tarantino movies. I've been reading his book recently. I kind of took a break. I need to get back on that, but you guys should be proud that I'm reading. I went to public schools. It's not that easy. But anyways, you guys know the story here. Jamie Foxx is a slave that escapes, something like that. And he's going in, is he like bounty hunting with this other guy? I know the long run he's trying to rescue his girlfriend or wife or whatnot from the plantation owner, Leonardo DiCaprio. But yeah, I've never seen this before. Heard very good things. You can't go wrong with Quentin Tarantino, so I'm excited to check this one out. Alright, and here is one I haven't seen in years, and that is the new 4K from Criterion of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. When I watched this as a teenager, I remember not really liking it. I mean, not that I didn't like it, it just was kind of weird in the sense, like, I'm not a big fan of, like Adult Swim, kind of weird, kind of, like, humor and animation and storytelling and whatnot. I think when I watched this originally, I was just too young, just not on drugs, so I couldn't enjoy this. Not that I do drugs now or anything, but I think now that I'm older, I might appreciate this movie a little bit more, especially in 4K. Like I said, I don't mean to be a 4K snob, but certain movies lend themselves to the format, which I think this one will look great. I remember, you guys know all the visuals in this movie, and I probably haven't seen this in a good 15 years, so I'm excited to check this out. And I feel like this is a new release, right? And I didn't get a damn slipcover. I don't really care about that type of shit, but if it's a newer release and I don't get one, it's like, that's kind of a bummer. But anyways, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I don't own this on Blu-ray, so glad to add this to my collection. Alright, now this has been a battle for me. So ever since Best Buy stopped doing the Steelbook deals and Walmart picked it up, it was pretty cool for me because the closest Best Buy to me is reasonably far away. And I have two Walmarts locally. And now that they carry all these Steelbooks, I've been able to jump in on the craze, though I live in Metro Detroit, so I don't think a lot of people are buying physical media, And yeah, so I went maybe 2 or 3 times to try to find these. They said they were in stock online. I asked somebody, and they said they didn't have them. They had 2 copies put out of each. The first one is The Lair of the White Worm, which I'm glad to pick this up because I never picked up the Vestron version. I've actually never seen this movie as well. I know my friend John Campbell, Creature Feature, he was watching this one night and he messaged me, like, because he knows I'm a big horror fan. He's like, have you seen this one? You need to check it out. I've seen, like, imagery of stuff in the end of this film, and it looks pretty wild, so I'm excited to finally check this one out. And this is a pretty badass steelbook, I'm not going to lie. I'm real jealous of you guys that have those real nice Walmarts. Like, if I could go in and get that Terrifier 2 VHS, I would be so happy. That is so awesome. So, so awesome. Now, the other one that came out along with that is the Steelbook of The Gate, which, I love this movie. This is a very, very fun, kind of campy horror movie from the 80s. The practical effects is pretty damn cool, how they make, like, the little monsters move and everything, but I'm glad to pick this up, and it was pretty cool that they put this out in The Lair of the White Worm, because these are 2 of the Vestron titles that I don't own, so it's pretty cool they put these out, and I was able to snag both these up. And I'll tell you what, man, it sucks that I can't find some of the stuff in my Walmart, but I'm just glad they stock it. But I'll tell you what, it's a bummer to make multiple trips through the weeks, but for the sake of the thrill of the hunt, it was pretty fun. Good feeling to walk up to the rack and see 2 copies each of these, or like the day I found Creepshow and whatnot. So just got to keep looking, I'm just waiting for the day I bump into some weirdo like me that's nerding out around the steelbooks too, because like somebody's clearly buying this shit, because they don't put many copies out, but they are there. Okay, now next one, this was kind of a viewer suggestion in a way when I did my last video, 5 comedy movies that you should own. My buddy there, he told me his top 5 favorite comedy movies. I wanted to shout you out by name, man, but your username was hard to remember, hard to pronounce and everything. But Ghost World, he said, was in one of his top 5 favorite movies, comedy movies. And I looked it up. It seems kind of like a coming-of-age movie after graduation with these 2 girls. And if it's Criterion, it's going to be a little on the out-there side, a little, not pretentious, I guess so, some of the comedy movies. But, you guys have never led me, in the wrong direction when it comes to physical media suggestions. I was told this was good. Actually, somebody else was mentioning that too in the comment section. I love when you guys get to talk in the comment sections too. It's a small world when it comes to movies, but if you guys say this is a good comedy movie, I'm going to check it out. Very excited for this one. Scarlett Johansson in that, I think. Can't complain there. So here is one of the titles that came out this past Tuesday. I was very excited to pick up, and that is Purple Rain. I love this movie. Not my favorite rock movie of all time, but the soundtrack, obviously. Purple Rain is one of the greatest albums of all time. And I know a lot of people hate this deal up top with the 4K deal on some of these releases. I love how they made that kind of a shade of purple, too. And what I think is really cool about this, too, is in the special features, it has 8 music videos. I know I could just YouTube it, but that's pretty damn cool. And it's just a 4K disc, so I'm wondering if the videos are in 4K, I don't know how that works. Is everything on the 4K disc 4K? Or is it just the transfer of the movie? I don't even know. But I'll tell you guys what, I want your opinion on this. I think I'm going to return this and get a new copy. I hate to be that particular when it comes to physical media. I'm going to go off your guys' opinion. Look at the spine. Now, am I just being particular? That scuffing up looks like a damn Pokemon card. I think I might return this and get a different copy, though, just because it's right on the spine where I'm going to have it on the shelf. Let me know in the comments. Am I being too picky, or am I justified in that? All right, next, I felt like I didn't pick up enough horror, so I went to Blu-ray.com, which is a good tactic if you're new to collecting, just to look at new releases, or you can search by genre, and I was saying, what new has come out in horror? And I found this German film, which they consider party splatter. I've never heard that reference before. Das Kammerbrutelle Duell. Look at that. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. So, yeah, this is some story of a kid's dad gets killed by a drunk driver, and he goes back for revenge to kill everybody. But, these German movies, man, can be pretty damn brutal. So, I'm down for some gore, man. I'm excited to check this one out, and if people that don't ever pick up, like, foreign releases, you're missing out. There's some pretty damn cool stuff that comes out, you know what I mean? But Tell me that isn't the stuff of nightmares on that cover. All right, next release I have. I'm super, super excited to check this one out. This came out like 2 months ago in theaters. I'm surprised it come out so quick on 4K, but that is Monkey Man. This is about the poor fighting up against the rich. This guy, the lead character, I think he directed, wrote, produced it, the whole deal, all that stuff. But he like comes back for revenge to fight off like the people that like killed his mother or something, or like did wrong to his village, and he's like going after this rich asshole. And it's a pretty cool action movie from India. It looks cool. If you haven't heard of this movie, just look up the trailer. This looks very, very high cost production, everything. The fight scenes and everything. This looks so badass. I'm so happy this came out so quick and got a big time release. Monkey Man. Monkey Man. And last but not least, this might be the one I'm most excited to check out. I'm probably going to watch this tonight. And that is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And I love all the different releases they came out with this. The Steelbook, the Walmart exclusive Steelbook. I wish I would have been onto those ahead of time to get, you know, the Steelbooks from part 1, 2, and the most recent one. We don't talk about the middle one. That's one of the worst Ghostbuster movies of all time. I heard mixed things about this movie, but you know, I liked the last one. I really did. I thought it was amazing. I'm a big Paul Rudd fan. You know, Bill Murray's coming back. I love the cast, the new kids. And I love the idea of this movie. You know, the trailer alone made this look really cool. Super excited to check this one out. I love the Ghostbusters. Like I said, the last one was great. So, yep, excited to check that out. So, those are my pickups. Apocalypse Now. Django Unchained. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Lair of the White Worm. The Gate. Ghost World. Purple Rain. Not going to try to pronounce this again. Monkey Man. And Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, let me know in the comments below if you've checked out any of these movies, if you'd like to see me do a review of any of these. I kind of think I'm going to do a review of Ghost World, just because anytime you guys suggest a movie for me, I think I owe it, you know, my time to do a review about it and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, let me know if you've seen any of these movies. Let me know in the comment section the movies you've watched over this weekend. Other than that, like I said, hopefully everybody's having a great one. Blood, Guts, Gore. I'll check you guys next time.